Hi everyone, my name is Richard Rice. I'm a PGA golf professional. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 keys to stop slicing your driver. Stay tuned. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you understand what creates spin on the golf ball, and specifically what makes that ball spin offline. And the simplest answer here is that spin is created by the difference in the way that your club face is pointed and the direction that your club is traveling through impact. So for a slice, your club is traveling left of where your face is pointed. So some of you may have an open face with a straight path, some of you may have a square face with a path that moves to the left. So just understand that we're going to be talking about both club face and club path today. Now the simplest change for you to make, and key number 1 here, is understanding that you should change the direction that your club face is pointed. So the first thing I want you to try to do is get your ball to fly straight. So let's see how far left you need to point your club at impact to get it to fly straight. So ideally what we're going to do is get you to hit some straight pulls here. So I want you to do that by taking your club face and really exaggerating, closing that face and pointing it to the left and taking a few swings like that. All right, so the first key, like I said, is we want to make sure that your path and face are matched up. So we're going to close that face quite a bit, and ideally here what you're going to see is a ball that jumps left and stays left. For you slicers, that should look something like this. Ideally we see this ball jump left. Perfect. So keep playing with that until you can get your ball to jump left and start way left to target and stay there. I don't want it slicing back. If that ball's slicing back, that still means that your path is well left of where your club face is pointed. All right, so once you've gotten that ball to fly straight, what I want you to do is start to play with your grip and or your wrist angles, right? So we can change wrist angles to close that club face down. And we can change our grip. We can strengthen our grip to close that club face down. So for many of you, you're going to find that you're going to have to change the way your wrist load in the swing. So if you're getting a big cup in that lead wrist, that tends to get that face open. So try to feel like that lead wrist is starting to work out this way. Take a couple swings, put them on video, see if you can get that lead wrist to stay flat or even have some flex to it, and that's going to help you shut that face down. In the end, I don't want you to have to play golf with a club face that's pointed way left. I want you to be able to square it up at address and figure out how to either change your grip or change your wrist angles to square that thing up at impact. So the second key here is making a big full turn in your backswing, and I talk about this quite often. If you don't turn far enough into the backswing, your hands will not get into a position such that you can swing down with a nice full turn and still swing straight down the line or a little in to out. If my hands get a little bit more inside at the top, it's much easier for me to swing more into out. All right, so we're fixing path now. We've talked club face. It's time to fix your club path. How do we get that path coming more into out? Key number 1 to that is a nice big turn in the backswing, feeling like your hands get more around you. So when you're looking from this angle down the line, you're going to notice that when I finish my turn, my hands get way over here where many of you are in here. As a great checkpoint, I want to see many of you have that left arm covering up your trail shoulder, or your lead arm covering your trail shoulder as you get to the top of the backswing. If you can see your trail shoulder in here, your hands are too high and you're probably going to tend to swing down and over the top. So let's work on that big full turn. And how do we feel that? I want you to turn your body in here. Right, if we turn in the midsection, that gets our hips turning and our shoulders turning. I'm going to turn my midsection away from the target as far as possible. That's going to help me get those hands inside, swing a little bit more into out. So the third key to helping you fix that slice is in the downswing. And one of the big things I see that causes people to swing way over the top is that you're spinning your shoulders out way too quickly. So I see the shoulders going before the lower body, before the arms, and you're just kind of swinging down out of sequence. For many people, I'll have a drill where you get to a full turn in the backswing and you feel like you keep your back to the target and you swing down from there. what you'll notice is it's almost impossible to keep my back to the target and swing that club to the left. It's real hard to pull off. So get to the top, keep your back to the target, swing down from there. You're gonna have that club traveling in to out a lot more often. That's gonna look something like this. We're gonna swing down with a nice square face. We're gonna make a nice big full turn in the backswing, and I'm gonna keep my back to the target just a split second longer in the downswing.